Happy baby picture day, everybody. What do you think? This is cute little Teddy from just a few years back. Wow. First today, I'd like to talk about the end date of this COVID thing. So May 31 is the date that the province has set as the earliest possible return to school. So we're just making plans to finish the year with remote learning. If things change, we'll tell you, but that's what we're expecting and planning for. With that in mind, let's talk about final assessments. Staff have been in a lengthy conversation about how to finish the year well. You may recall that I said before that there would be some exams. Well, we have changed our plan. To be more in step with other schools in the province, both Christian and public, we have decided that there will be no formal exams. Each teacher has been working on plans for final assessments for each course, and these plans will be communicated with students in each of those classes. The assessments will vary in a few ways. Most will be worth less than the 30% of the final grade that is usually at play in courses, but these percentages will vary from class to class. Some final assessments will take a couple days, whereas some will take a couple of weeks. So this too will vary from class to class. Some of these will be project-like. Some of them will be take-home test-like. This will also vary from class to class. Students, stay tuned to what your teachers are telling you about how to be ready for these final assessments. One thing that will remain the same is this. It is our hope that all student work time in their final assessments will be confined to the 1 hour per course per day time frame. So in essence, we're going to stay in our lanes for these last several weeks. Next, a word about how the last few weeks of school will be structured. Because there will be no set exam week, and because there will be a variety of kinds of assessments, there will be no set duration for these final assessments. Some will start earlier and take longer, while others will start later and be shorter. Therefore, there is no set final assessment week. And here are some dates to be mindful of as we plan toward the last weeks. The current learning schedule will continue until Tuesday, June 16. So the days previously set for Canada's Wonderland, so sad, and the beginning of exam week will be regular learning days. Some classes may be finished prior to that week, beginning with June 15 and 16, but most will have some work yet to finish up. All course time and coursework will be finished by Tuesday, June 16. And then on June 17, Wednesday, we are planning for a final chapel to close the year together in community. If you check the original calendar, you will therefore notice that summer vacation for students begins 2.5 days early with the end of our chapel time on June 17. These dates are now noted below and will be noted in your EDSB calendars as well. So I know you're wondering about graduation, and we are still working on all the plans for how we will celebrate this milestone with our grade 12 class. We got a great deal of input from them, and we are working through it. For now, I would just like to remind the grade 12s to complete the information for graduate profiles that have been sent to you. We will be featuring our graduating students on Instagram and Facebook, celebrating a few of them each day over the next several weeks. So we encourage all of you to stay tuned for that on social media. A reminder to all parents who are intending to apply for bursary support for next year, those forms are due today, Friday, May 8th. And there's a link below which you could click in case you want to make a last-minute submission. Below you will find also a button to click if you wish to participate in our 40th anniversary choir. The piece is One Voice. It's one of my favorites. We have some soloists in place and we're moving on that, and we'll be moving toward creating that choral piece featuring, I hope, a lot of people very soon. Another choir is on the move, and that's our school choir, the ones who are still in high school. This group would have hosted the crew from Calgary Christian High School next week. We're sad that isn't happening, and so many other things, but they were able to come together for the first of what might be a couple videos featuring our choir. I think that you can click below this video for that as well. So as we think about the last 5.5 weeks of the school year, yes, I counted them today, I encourage you to pray, students, for continued strength for the end of the school year. Again, it's not what we hoped for, but with God's help, we can each find ways to flourish during these times, even in the final weeks as it may be getting harder for you. Maybe you should listen to Mr. Bender's talk from yesterday's chapel again, which I hope will also be linked below if you need a little more inspiration. We continue to pray for our students and their families. Blessings to all of you. Talk to you soon.